Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we're going to talk about finally the full reveal and announcement of the new collector House of Wolf CLAWDEEN doll. First, real-life pictures of the doll herself, comparisons to other previous CLAWDEEN dolls, and the original sketch design and what changed. So stay tuned, subscribe, and let's get into it. Now really quick, I did want to mention it was my birthday, just in case anyone wondered. I'm 25 now, which is insane. I'm not going to repeat that again. To me, in my mind, I'm like 18 still. Like this is just, yeah, each year to me it's like it's like a nightmare, honestly. Like it's not really real, but so yeah, I just wanted to say if you want to support the channel, even more from just watching, which that's already amazing, thank you so much for watching, of course, but subscribing is always a great option, and of course becoming a member. There's one tier available right now. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course. Again, no pressure. It's also not that expensive. It's like, I believe like a couple bucks, like after tax and stuff, so it shouldn't be too much. I did try to lower the price and stuff, so it would be affordable and just realistic, obviously. So this is really just for people who do have the, I guess, extra income and stuff, but I am aware that it's just very tough right now. So but yeah, just putting that out there. If you want to support a channel in an extra way like that's, you have an option if you want to, but of course liking, sharing, subscribing is always a great just in general like way to support channels on YouTube. So but yes, anyway, so yay, happy birthday to me, and now moving on. Okay, yes, so finally we have the full announcement reveal of the newest collector CLAWDEEN Wolf doll, House of Wolf, House of Gucci, obviously inspired with the nameplay, but it's really fun that we have another new core character here added to the list of getting collector releases. We have Stitched in Style Frankenstein, and then we had the Vampire Hearts, Queen of Hearts Dracula doll, who was very popular, and now we have CLAWDEEN. So it kind of makes you wonder, is Laguna next, Cleo next? I would love to see them get also a collector treatment done well. But for CLAWDEEN, she's going to be released first on Mattel Creations for members only on September 26th, the day after September 27th. She should be available also to the general public, and she is not a Mattel Creations exclusive. She should be available also on all the other major retailers, Walmart, Target, Amazon, of course, as well. The pricing will change, of course, depending on that retailer, and of course also on if there's sales and stuff like that going on during that period of time. But like for Smith's Toys, I have seen there's a listing, and the pricing is much more for like international fans. Like I have seen, for me, I would probably have to pay like $130 for me in my currency, which is a lot, even more than $100, which is basically around what you would be paying on Mattel Creations without shipping, or maybe with shipping. Honestly, it's really it depends on where you live, probably. So, but she's expensive. She's an expensive doll. Quite simply put, you're paying around 100 plus for her with shipping, and then for international prices, obviously it's going to be more. So the packaging was one of the main things that I was curious about, like what's the packaging going to look like, and it turns out it's very simple. So yay. So we're paying like 100 plus for the packaging, which is just a very, very simple shape, very simple design, just nothing going on. There's like a logo, SKULLECTOR logo on the front and the bottom. On the top of the box, we have the name of House of Wolf, a nice pattern, animal print on the back, and even the back of the box, which we do have real-life pictures of later on. We'll take a look at those, but the back has no artwork. It's just more stock photos and a description. So basically the entirety of the packaging design is very simple, especially for 100 plus bucks, which you're paying for. That's a lot. So I just feel like that's very underwhelming, very lackluster, very bland, very boring. So then we get to the doll herself, and yeah, so we did see her already in the San Diego Comic-Con Monster High booth, so we already had a good idea basically of what she will look like, and sure enough, she looks basically the same here. But I think with the stock photos, you kind of get a better idea of like just the details and design, and so she does have so basically the statement piece for her outfit is this really nice large like trench coat kind of jacket We have some black sleeves, which are long, thankfully, because the blazer dress underneath does not have any sleeves. Then we have this like really big, large piece of fabric that kind of trails in the back of her that has the nice pattern on the back. And then on the inside, it has like this animal print, which is really nice. So also we have a fur collar, which is really cool, and also some little fur pieces dangling from one side on the front. So I feel like the jacket is really where the budget went, because it does look really nice. And there's even wire. There's wire at the bottom of the jacket, so you can actually pose it in every way you want. So that's really nice, especially for doll photography, for sure. So I love the jacket. The blazer dress in purple is really simple. It looks like a fine material, and again, no sleeves. We have some gold buttons. The belt is plastic, obviously. It's a new belt. We do have her logo, her initials on the front in gold. She has a gold choker on. Underneath the blazer dress, I think she has probably like a black bodysuit, right, that kind of connects to the, shoes, which are fabric. So very fun. The shoes have also, the heels are her initials once again, and then we have some gold chains on the front and a gold wolf head. So her outfit is honestly kind of simple, but it really stands out with the silhouette and the jacket for me. And then her hairstyle is kind of simple too. It was supposed to be braids initially, which would have been more exciting for sure. But even so, it's a fine hairstyle, I guess. The makeup is nothing too interesting, and no rooted lashes, which to me is kind of funny because Haute Couture Claudine had rooted lashes, and she was cheaper than this doll. So, and in general, she came with more and looked better presented, than this doll. So honestly kind of weird. Also, she has a fabric bag, a purse, which I do love. We have a fabric purse, which is, I like that. Obviously, it's great. But still, it just feels like she's way overcharged. Now, I did mention we have some real life photos of Claudine, and yes, here they are. Credits go to Julia Baum. I'm not sure which, social media platform she shared these on originally, but basically I guess she got her early somehow from Amazon, probably, very likely, because some people I guess got her early on Amazon listings, not sure. But basically, thanks to Julia Baum here once again for sharing these pictures, real life pictures of Claudine. Yeah, she does look, at least the face is not wonky, like the makeup is gold, it looks nice, the lip application with the gradient is really nicely done. The hairstyle looks cool, although the earrings look kind of like the gold looks kind of chipped on some areas, which kind of sucks. The hairstyle looks nice, I wish it would have been a more interesting hairstyle with braids, box braids, like literally any textured hairstyle would have been amazing for Claudine, especially for a collector Claudine doll. But at least the coat looks really nice and fluffy and soft. It does look nice and quality. The outfit pieces, like I have to say, it's not bad. It looks great. The gold chains on the shoes, like the heel, the dress, the fabric purse really looks amazing. I feel like she really just could have used some rooted lashes, like really just a small thing like that. The rooted lashes would have added so much more, more of that, quality feeling that you want to have with a collector doll, especially again because Haute Couture Claudine she was cheaper than this doll, like in every way, shape or form. You didn't have to pay as much, and she had nicer packaging, for sure nicer packaging, more accessories, a diary, certificate of authenticity, a doll stand that actually works, and a brush. Like this new Claudine doll doesn't have a brush. Her doll stand is a saddle stand, which doesn't work as well. She doesn't have a certificate, probably. She doesn't have a diary. The packaging is one use, probably. It's not as good in every way. So it feels like this new Claudine doll, they really just kind of half-assed it. That's what it feels like, because there was potential here for sure with the outfit design, with the silhouette, the fabrics. I see the potential here, but especially for the price point, it just feels like this is not it. Now, here's actually a comparison between the original sketch for this doll by Annalise Lau, I believe, and the final results. Now, again, the sketch artwork got leaked a while back, so we kind of had a false expectation of what she was going to look like, with the hairstyle being different, all these different details. Like the first doll was supposed to be a separate piece originally, and the trench coat was also supposed to be its own piece. And then we had like different colored tights, cuffs on the sleeves, like all these different details, and especially like rooted lashes, a different hairstyle. Like all of these things, I feel like definitely would have made her a better looking doll, and especially for the price point. It really boggles my mind how we're paying like 100 plus for this doll, when in every way it just feels like she's more like 70, 60, she doesn't feel like worth that much. I mean, maybe they really spent all the budget, like the budget all went into like the quality of the fabrics, which I can totally see why. But even then, like, it just feels like they're overcharging like way too much. Like, and we also lost a lot of details from the original sketch design. Like, it's just, we lost a lot here, and what we have is still not enough to justify the price. It's just like, okay, there's a disparity. There's something doesn't check out, right? It's just, maybe it's just me. I don't know, but I do feel like it could have been something even bigger, like the Vampire Hearts Dracula doll. Like, that was like amazing, like wow. And I don't even think, like, was that doll the same price point like this one? Like, I feel like even her, like that Vampire Hearts Dracula, she was cheaper probably than this doll. And this one's like has less to offer design wise. Like, it's just not as interesting. And it's not just me. I have shared a poll on Instagram, and I think most people agree that the vote that most people chose on my poll is that they like her, but she's too expensive. And again, I agree. Like, for me, from Smith's Toys, she would be like 130 Swiss francs for me, and that's so much. Like 100 even is too much, and plus 100, like, that's like insane. So for me, if I do get her, it would be from Amazon Germany, likely without the shipping cost, and hopefully on a sale. Like, I realized that, well, I just hope that this doll isn't going to be selling out quickly, so there is time for a sale to happen, because if there is not time, and if she sells out immediately, then obviously I'm not going to be able to get her. But honestly, I'm okay with that. I do like her. I like the quality. I really like the fashion pieces. Like, I really like that aspect about this doll, even if they're not like as highly executed as the sketch design we would have liked to see, right? What we do have here is still nice. I just don't like the stand. I don't like the hairstyle. It to me seems boring. Very safe choice. Even the makeup is very safe. Again, rooted lashes. Hello. Haute Couture had rooted lashes. I'm sorry, I keep comparing, but it's really such an obvious comparison. Like, Haute Couture had really nice packaging, reusable packaging, a diary, certificate, a stand that actually works, the brush, like, she had all these things, and rooted lashes. Like, in this new one, no lashes, and a hairstyle. It just, to me, it all feels like a much lesser version of Haute Couture. But I don't know. She still looks good. She still looks good for what she is. Just, again, the price point. If she was 70, 60, okay, now we're talking. Now we're not talking like crazy people, like, now it makes sense. But anything like over 100 to me is just like way too much, and even 100 is like, okay, you're Mattel is testing our patience. Like, very clearly, they're seeing how far we will go, and this to me, I think, will really show Mattel that fans do have limits. We as a fandom here from Monster High, I think a lot of people, they're going to see that sales are not going to be as high with this doll, and she's not going to sell out. And they're going to have to reduce the price point, hopefully, eventually, because it's just way too much for what for what you're getting, really. But what do you think? Are you getting her? Because I think for me, from what I've seen, a lot of people are just disappointed with the packaging, with the doll herself, the design, the cutbacks, But are you getting her? And if you are, yeah, great. I want to get her, but it's just too much for me right away. Like, I just cannot justify it. Anyway, that was really it. We don't have any other Monster High news for now, but it's only the beginning of the week, so hopefully we'll have more as the week unfolds. But what do you think of this reveal, the price point, the packaging, the comparisons to previous collector CLAWDEEN dolls, and of course the big changes made to the sketch design and now the finalized version of the actual doll herself? Are you getting her, yes or no? What are your thoughts? Let me know down below, and I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please consider again becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, no pressure. And so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.